Greetings and welcome. My name is Aaron Craig with Let's Learn This Together, and this is the last part in creating a beautiful inventory in GameMaker 2.3. So I'm going to be showing you how to lock an item and then be able to click on this button down here, but this button is not actually an object. I am just drawing it, so you'll be able to run a script and do whatever you want with it wherever you want. The code for that is right inside of here, but you can also download the finished project if you want and just play around with that. I'm also going to cover a few final touches and bugs that we've had along the way, and we're going to clear all of that up so that you can just take this inventory and place it in whatever game you want. Be sure to stick around to the end for details on my beginner games course giveaway. So we're going to go into our controller, and in the draw event, we actually want to add in some code here to lock down the item, draw it red, and make it so that whatever we do, we can't actually change anything else about that item, and then we can actually click on that equip or use button and make it so that something actually happens. So we're going to need three variables to do that. I'm going to come down here into our create event, and I'm going to say item locked is equal to false. Locked item X is equal to undefined, and locked item Y is equal to undefined. So this will be where we draw the rectangle, and this will be the actual item that we have locked, or this will be the if we have an item locked. So now we'll go into our draw event, and underneath being able to click on an item to bring up the description and play the sequence, we're going to have this be able to lock an item. So if mouse check button pressed MB right, and item locked is equal to false, and we only want to be able to do this while we actually are showing the description. So I'm going to add one more. Showing description is equal to true. Then I'm going to say item locked is equal to true. Locked item X equals item X, and locked item Y equals item Y. And those are things that we're setting up here. So now we have those. And then to unlock it, we're just going to say else if mouse check button pressed MB right, and item locked is true. Then we just reset that. Item locked is equal to false. And we can reset the locked item X and Y if we want to, but I don't think it's actually necessary. The other thing we have to do is up here, we are creating objects as we mouse over them. So we need to add one more and to check to see if item locked is equal to false. So if we are not locked, we'll keep making items. Otherwise, we're going to keep it on that one. And that's kind of the key of actually making it so that we don't start showing descriptions of other items. Otherwise, that will happen. So we're just going to come right down here outside of the for loop, draw locked item, and just say if item locked is equal to true. Draw set alpha to 0.5. We're going to set the color to red. And we're going to draw a rectangle, and we already know exactly where to do it. So locked item X minus 16, locked item Y minus 16, locked item X plus 16, and locked item X plus, or locked item Y plus 16. And false for the outline, and reset the alpha. Okay, let's give that a try. We should now be able to lock an item. So let's open up our description, lock it, and now nothing happens over here. So that's exactly what we want. We can unlock it, and we can move it around. So that's perfect. Now what we want to do is set up the point and rectangle function to be able to find the button and then call a script when that's pressed. So we can actually come down here. We can do it anywhere down here, but I'll put it at the very bottom. So press button. And what this is going to do is the same thing that we've already done several times, which is checking the point in rectangle and our mouse X and mouse Y. The actual coordinates here are going to be down near that button. So because I don't know exactly where that is, I'm actually going to turn this into a draw rectangle first. And I'm going to copy in what I think it should be, which is this right here. So these coordinates and needs to be false. And I'll run this and see how close this rectangle actually is to it. So if we load this up, that covers it up perfectly. Might be a little too large, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out those coordinates and say if point in rectangle mouse X mouse Y is equal to true and mouse check button pressed MB left. Then we'll show a message. Button pressed. We'll run that, and that's what we have. Now we can open this up. We can lock this item and move between, and then we can click down here, and that's where you would call your script to then equip an item based on which one you have selected. And you know which one you have selected because that's the locked item. You can easily add in more data about the locked item, so you can just pull it right there, or you can grab it from somewhere else. Doesn't really matter. But that's how you would use an item with this inventory. Are you ready to start making the game of your dreams? Then head on over to letslearnthistogether.com to check out my trilogy of courses to take you from beginner to expert. Game development is hard and frustrating when you're going at it alone and you don't have anyone to turn to. Join me on the journey and I'll be with you every step of the way to alleviate all of that frustration. And by the end, you'll be ready to make any game you can set your mind to. Go ahead and get started now at letslearnthistogether.com. And that's pretty much everything we need to do. That's all that we have to do for using an item, but if you're following along with this whole inventory, then there's just a few things left. Right now, we can't actually get out of our inventory, so I can't leave it. And then if we open up an item and quit this, we actually still are displaying everything. So let's take care of those few little bugs that we have left. The first one is going to be, actually I think they're all going to be in the step event right here, where we are actually opening this up. So we want to check to see if we are actually have the inventory. So if is showing menu is equal to true, then we're going to do one thing. Else we're going to do this over here. So if we are not showing, or if we already are showing the menu, then we want to close out of it. So is showing menu is equal to false. We're going to layer. We want to destroy the sequence, but first we have to make sure that the sequence isn't undefined. Because if it is, then the game will crash. So if it's not undefined, then we'll destroy it. And then if we have any items left, we'll just go ahead and destroy them. It doesn't hurt anything if we call destroy when there aren't any. And that will be just about everything. So now we can go into the menu, we can come out of it, we can open this up, and we can come out of that. And the problem is that this item is actually still displaying stuff. So something strange is going on. The problem is that when we destroy this sequence here, we haven't actually done anything to the item that is actually around. So I'm going to go ahead and say, if we destroy the sequence, then we are going to destroy the item as well. And that should be the last thing we need to do. Let's open this up, exit out, and there it goes. Now it kind of goes away a little late, so I'm actually going to take this and put it where we click on that exit, which is up here. Oh no, that is right here. Exit description. So I'm going to destroy the parent that the item that we've got there, and that will actually take care of that. There we go. And if we come out of the menu, there we go. And really the last thing we have to do is in the step event, when we're destroying the sequence, set showing description equal to false. That should finish it off. If you find anything else, let me know and I can update this, but I think that's it. So now when we exit out, it's not displaying it. We can exit out of it here and it goes away just the way it should. Everything is golden. All right, so that's everything that I've actually got for you. If you enjoyed this video or this series, please leave a like, comment, and let me know by subscribing and ringing the bell if you want to see more stuff from me in the future. I'm going to put out one more video where we do a breakdown of everything we did, and I hope that you can actually use this system in your own games. On every GameMaker tutorial and video I put out from here into the future, I'm going to be giving away one copy of my beginner game developer course. A great way to go from no programming experience to be able to make your own games. To be entered to win, just like the video and leave a comment showing me your keyboard works. You can leave a comment about anything. A week after the video is posted, I will send you a message with the coupon. If you want, you can use it for yourself, give it to a friend, or apply it towards a more expensive course by just sending me an email and letting me know that's what you'd like to do. If you want to see more content from me, then subscribe and ring the bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. But that's all I've got for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and as I always say, keep making, keep learning, and I'll talk to you later. A huge thank you to all of the awesome people who support me over on Patreon. Their names are on the screen now, and every dollar pledged helps me create more awesome content. You can support me for as little as $1 a month and get access to exclusive perks like my Discord server, your name in the credits, early access to my YouTube videos and courses, and more. Check it out at patreon.com/letslearnthistogether.com or find the link in the description below and become a patron today.